I found this guy on TikTok. This is a would you rather.
Would you rather take a hug from me, a random stranger, or take the random dollar amount that's in my pocket?
I'll take a hug. Okay. Oh my God. Love 35.
Why'd you choose the hug?
Love up.
Hey, mine is just material stuff. What really matters is the tuition and what you feel about. Like I'm in Hawaii right now. I feel like, you know, who needs money right now? It's just happiness and enjoy it with friends and family.
The second one.
A $5 bill. Congratulations. Now, why'd you choose the dollar amount?
Oh, you're a stranger.
Because I don't know you. Because I don't know you.
Because I don't know. She didn't even answer. She didn't even have her own answer. He has like 20 of these.
Same thing every time?
As some people choose the money, some people choose the hug and give wholesome answers. I thought it was interesting. I low-key want to do one just to like make light of this concept.
I feel like most people would ask for money.
I enjoy how he paints this as you have no choice but to feel like the person who takes the money is bad.
Yeah, like when you take the money, he's like, well, why'd you take the money? Yeah, shit, I didn't know you were gonna ask me why. I thought I'd just get the money and I bounce. Well, because 30 other people today picked the hug. You're the only person who picked the money. Why's that? I feel like if he said...
I just like that he's going for something super deep. And like, maybe he achieved it, but maybe he didn't.
And he's trying to, but I also think if he would have said, I have $100 in my pocket or you want a hug, your whole thing
Let me
is
get
lost.
Let me get the 100.
I don't think a single person would... There might be the one that says a hug. I still don't think majority of people would want a hug. If you said $100.
People are selfish by nature. They want what's best for them.
Correct. So by saying that any dollar amount, I could see why more people would say a hug just cause.
Do you want a random dollar amount or a hug from a random stranger?
So you're like, oh, well, so it could be anywhere from nothing to something. Oh, fuck it, give me a hug. But like,
No, fuck, I'll take the bullshit. We're a fucking TikTok, whatever.
What do the people think like, yes, love wins? Or like, what are they saying?
The boys always got you.
I knew the girl would take the money.
And they've done a lot of that. And it showed the girls oftentimes would take the money. Not all of them.
Ah, okay. But then again, we don't know what he's keeping in, what he's taking out. So that's like the hard part. But
He could paint a whole narrative. Because I don't know you. But what if he really needed the hug? And there are some other people
That's true.
Some people explained.
What if some people need a hug because they're financially down, so like they need the money?
You can't pay rent with a hug. Yeah, what if you do it to homeless people?
That's also true. It's like, who's the pool of people you're asking? The regular stranger that you can afford a bathing suit and all this stuff, you'd assume that just take the hug for the video.
Just so you look good. Because I can't help but feel like, damn, you're bad. Because you took the money.
And then do most people need that extra dollar or $5? Probably not.
Nah.
But then yeah, it's like if you were to ask all the homeless people, are you gonna make it seem like the homeless people that aren't worthy of hugs? You would hope most people say to hug, but I understand why people are so selfish enough to be like, fuck it, just a stranger, give me the money.
This video is titled, What Would Happen After Your Funeral?
Do you know what would happen after your funeral? In a few hours, the cries will die down.
Thanks.
Your family will get busy with making arrangements for food and drinks for your relatives.
Oh God.
Damn.
Some of your relatives will start discussing current events with a cup of coffee. Some people will call your family about not being able to come in person due to an emergency. Some people will secretly start making travel plans, thinking that life is too short. Someone in your family will quibble about spending more than the others on the funeral. And eventually, the crowd will dissolve. In the coming days, some calls may come to your phone without knowing that you are dead. Your office will start finding someone to replace you.
Facts.
In a few days, your son and daughter will go back to office once their leave gets over.
Mine ain't gonna be
In a
working.
month, your wife will be watching a comedy show.
Chill. Why my wife gotta be alive?
Everyone's life will go back to normal. There will be elections. There will be new scandals. The crowd on the buses and trains will be the same, and the Super Bowl will go on as planned. You will be forgotten by this world at an astonishing pace. In the meanwhile, your first death anniversary will be celebrated in a grand manner.
Okay.
In a blink of an eye, years have passed, and there will be no one to talk about you. One day, looking at some old photos, a friend may remember you. In your hometown, of the thousands of people you became acquainted with, only one person may remember and think about you sometime. Now tell me, if people will forget you so easily, then who are you running around for? Who are you worried for?
There we go.
You spent all of your life worrying what people will think about you. They don't, and they won't. So live your life.
First I was like,
Thank
bruh.
you, Indian brother.
I was waiting for the turnaround because I was like, okay, sounds sad as fuck. I feel more sad about it. And then you're like, okay, good. Exactly. That's what I was
You
gonna
will
say.
be forgotten
Yeah, you'll be gone.
in an instant. I mean, how many times, I hate to say it, I hate when this happens. Someone dies, someone passes away, it's happened, people close to us, whatever. People pass away, people give their complimentary praying hand emojis,
R.I.P.
and they do their story post. Oh my God, gone too soon. And then everyone goes back to their
You
selfies.
resume back to regular program.
Like the next day. And maybe the family members mourn for far longer. But if you're not part of the immediate family, you don't even.
The immediate, and then anybody that ever, the close people that knew you, yeah, it's a lot. And then outside of that, probably don't weigh on as much as you think it does. But at that point, like I said, if you're already gonna be gone, who cares? But that's why it's like, okay, so with the only life you get right now.
Yeah, you're so worried about other people's opinions, and those people wouldn't, if you vanished off the earth tomorrow and died, they wouldn't even give a fuck.
You got people in your high school right now that just scared to post this type of picture on Instagram or tweet this thing because I have class next day. That girl Sydney's gonna see I can't post this. She's gonna think I'm this.
Hey, if you want to go up and talk to someone or whatever, I can't say, oh, it's too nerve-wracking, oh, it's too awkward.
Oh, I really want to be this, but I don't think I can ever do it.
They're gonna think that I'm stupid if I do X, Y, Z. Oh, well, it's gonna be awkward if I have to try to talk to them. Bro, everything's gonna go to smithereens and nobody's even gonna know who you are and they're gonna forget that shit in 2 minutes, even when something bad happens.
It's a little reality check, I think. I think it's something to just think about. Like you gotta just go for it.
Whenever you are about to not do something because of someone else's opinion, think, I'm gonna perish off this planet.
And I think this is for even a lot of people that have never just taken one foot out of whatever situation they're in that they don't currently like. Because I think these are always good for even us. We have so much things that we're already doing and want to keep doing. And it gives me a boost of like, keep it going.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a lot of people that are just more sad in their head or more upset with whatever they got going on. They really just think it's gonna be like this forever. Like, you really gotta take that action and try to do something that you think is worth living for, something that you really like doing.
There's only one of you ever. You might as well go all in and do something. I see people moping around life and everything's sad and woe is me and I'm a victim and when I can't do this, and they think, well, should I put a filter on this picture because what if they think this? Oh, I can't do that. That's gonna be too much.
I can't post today because today's not the day. Why not? Well, are you gonna be here tomorrow? You don't know that. Yeah, well, I'll post it tomorrow. You gonna be here tomorrow? I hope so.
Bro,
You don't know that.
if you're worried about being embarrassed or anything, nobody is even looking at you. Nobody even cares about you. You're gonna vanish
Even if
eventually.
you post something that you think is weird. Okay, let's say somebody that looks at it genuinely thinks is weird. They're not gonna say it to your face, like. Or if they do, it's gonna last for how long? Are they really worried about? Let's use a photo as an example. There's a picture that you think you look good in, but you're like, oh, because I'm not in my best this or that, somebody's gonna judge me. Okay, let's say they're on their phone judging you. They're going to the next thing. Yes. Our brains, everybody's stuff is so short, is all glitched anyways at this point.
I thought about this because I was getting a tuxedo for a wedding, whatever, and I was thinking like, oh God, what if it's my cufflinks? I was like worried about something random and arbitrary. I wanted to make sure
or like, oh, it's a little too short.
The length was, and I was like, wait a minute. Everyone else at the wedding is too concerned about how they look to be worried about me and my fucking cufflinks or my iron shirt or whatever. Like,
especially girls, they're not thinking about your suit.
No.
Any girl that's there is on their head, and then there's you. Guys thinking the same thing. They go and make sure like, shit, my thing's good.
And people are so dumb to think that others give a fuck about them.
And there's days where like, maybe I had to run out the house real quick. I'm going to CVS and I didn't take the shower, so my hair's a little wonky, or I didn't brush my teeth, so I feel gross. And then you'll talk to somebody and you're like, oh yeah, sorry, they don't care. Like, people don't really care. And I've even seen people that are a little unkept or something, and I could tell they're in a rush. I don't look at them like, look at that guy.
You might look for a second.
Correct.
And then go back to about your day, and then forget about them in 2 seconds.
And then go back to my own problems, my own shit.
Think about all the people that you saw in person yesterday. You can't even think about it because you forgot already.
Or like, what were you doing at 2 p.m. last Wednesday? I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, what embarrassing person did something embarrassing last week?
But at least if you do something you like doing now and you plant these little seeds, you could look back in 6 months and be like, look how far I've gotten. But if you just sit there and just never take any chance at life at all, that's your problem.
People
you
have
need to fix that.
They have main character syndrome where they think that the world revolves around them and that people care about their opinions. There are things right now that you've forgotten and you don't even know you've forgotten them because you forgot them already. I don't even know if that made fucking sense, but
No, seriously.
you don't even know all the shit you forgot because you forgot it. All the people you met that did something embarrassing. All the awkward situations that you had.
Because I started to think, I remember being in middle school, there was times I was nervous because of this day or that day or for this person or that person. I was like, I remember I had some things I was like insecure about in middle school. I'm like, well, who gives a it? Did those people ever grow up to still resent me or they still think I'm weird because of that hairstyle, that clothes?
Yeah, y'all really in high school right now or college worried about this person's gonna think this. Here we are. How many years out of high school? I don't even remember what the fuck
Blackie Speaks made a tweet the other day and said, bro, time really flies once you get out of high school. And I was like, shit. Yeah. I would say out of college for me, I think my life was on turtle mode for high school and college. Even then, these are still chapters. Like, okay, you're the weird kid in class, and then you leave high school and you never see them again.
Just like stop taking yourself so serious.
Yeah.
Do whatever. Say whatever.
Well, that's the reason why in high school, everybody has their own cliques, right? If people don't accept you for you end up finding... You migrate to your group, right? Doesn't everybody kind of find? So
some people don't.
Some people don't.
But even then, okay, and then you graduate and then, all right, find somebody else. Like, this motivated me. Who cares what it, go up and talk to anybody and embarrass yourself. Who gives a fuck?
Like, we both knew what we knew now. I would have been doing YouTube at 10 full time.
Yeah.
Because I think about it now, we're 25 and like, yeah, we're young, but I'm also like, dang, I could have been doing so much more if I was younger. Doesn't mean I can't now, but
correct.
There's just knowing that I started when I was like, oh, I'm actually happy that we started at 18, but really could have started even earlier. We could have been doing this in high school a little bit more. So that's for you guys. I would say the youth, like you guys have lots of time too. Even if you're our age, 25, now you still have plenty of time, but I'm just saying you can always start something at an earlier age, and if you happen to be lucky enough to be younger.
And even the chances of being born are so impossible. Like, the fact that you're alive watching this video is so rare. You should just be having a blast.
Yo, go do something. Go do something.
Now, maybe that sounds, oh, you're a privileged YouTuber because my life sucks. Okay, well then go be miserable. But
you're on a phone or a computer watching this somehow, so you have something going.
So your shit ain't that bad, but
you got Wi-Fi somewhere. Somebody's paying for something for you.
So your impression of Olympics can't be that bad.
We can't speak for the people that have no internet, no nothing in a third world country, and it's terrible.
And they can't even watch this message.
So yeah,
if you can watch this message,
we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you.
Just go and have fun and just be happy to even be here. I be thinking about that all the time. Even on my worst day, I'm like, you know what? I'm still in this bitch. I'm still here.
Okay, today sucks. You have a week that sucks.
The fact that, oh, we're YouTubers and wherever we go, people come up to us, whatever. That's so crazy to me. We were just random people.
In a small town where nothing goes on.
Yes.
When we went back home like a week ago, I was like, shit ain't changed. This place look even more rundown than when I was living in it.
You can be a random person and go and do cool things. That's what we did.
Logan Paul, Jake Paul from Ohio.
A random motherfucker. Like,
just random? It wasn't even like they were born and raised in LA, New York, like Ohio. Like,
people forget how customizable your life is. You can fly right now, save up a little bit of money from working your job at Applebee's, and fly to Bangkok or motherfucking Thailand and live in a hut and be a monk. You can literally do that. Have fun and be happy that you're here. So many people are just, oh, I hate it. I hate everything. Why? You know how many people would do anything for another day on this planet?
And that's what I hate worse.
Another year? Just 1 year. Just let me get one more year, please.
Being younger and complaining, I think, is almost worse. It's like, come on now.
My final closing statement, nobody's worried about you.
Promise you.
Nobody cares about you.
With these phones now and all the insecurities that people have times 10, nobody's worried about what you got going on.
Your hair, your dirty stain. I got stains on my fucking thing. Y'all didn't even notice. Because y'all don't give a fuck about me.
And you probably ended up in 2 group chats where people roasted you anyways, and you'll never know.
Oh, God.
So if you can't even know, who cares?
I got people roasting me right now.
Somewhere.
Rhino.
Commented on a video about you right now.
Rhino thinks he's this and that. Okay. And I didn't even see it. And even if I did, who gives a fuck? Appreciate y'all for watching the videos, man. Love y'all.
Peace.